Hello, Leo. I am here to give you the message of January 2025. I hope you enjoy. So, starting off, we're going to talk about two significator cards. In other words, this is like the significant energy that you must focus on for January of 2025. Um, the next thing that we have is the card that is for the full moon in January 13th on the sign of Cancer. It's kind of revealing secrets or revealing emotional stuff. Wow, two cards flew out, so I'm going to take it. Next is the new moon on the 29th of January, which is all about hope for the future. Again, two cards flew out. Wow, Leo. The third thing that we have and that's influencing this energy is the Mars retrograde in the sign of Cancer that will start January 6th and go till February 23rd. This energy has a way of affecting our emotions in such a way where we become stagnant. Okay. What you're seeing clearly in January. Whoa, of course, we have crap. We have three cards that flew out. Wow. There's always a card reading that wants a lot of cards. That's you guys. Okay. And the dark side. So, what you're not seeing clearly. And the last card is the overall energy of the month. And then there's going to be one indicator card, which will be if it's a major arcana, I'll read it. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Let's start with the significators. Two cards that came out. Okay. So, we have the gavel involving involvement with law. And the second thing we have is tortoise, slow but surely getting ahead. Okay, so this can be spiritual court or physical court. Spiritual court means that you're going through a period where you're going to feel like a pause, like a slowdown, like a stagnation when it comes to your physical life. Because in the spiritual realm, they're judging you. You're being judged. And now it has a lot to do with intentions. It has a lot less to do with actions. Okay. In the physical, it can be a court case or like government case or anything that has to do with like politics, right? So government, mail, law, blah, blah, blah. Something that's moving way freaking slow and frustrating you. Okay. Now, starting off, we're talking about this full moon in Cancer, which is revealed as secrets. And here we have the Seven of Cups with the Four of Wands. That's a weird combination if you're talking about weird energy, right? Because the Seven of Cups is this energy of temptation. It's energy of temptation, of a lot of things happening at once, a little bit of, I just heard organized chaos. And it's all happening in your home, right? So this can be like opening a can of worms where something gets revealed and a lot of things just go up in the air, and this has to happen. That's happening in your home. So it can be the temple of your body, so it can be physically you, a lot of things are happening and you're starting to get sick and your body is starting to break down and everything's starting to like whatever. Or this can be like a secret being revealed that creates a lot of chaos in your home, right? Now, the thing that I see in the new moon, which would be in the sign of Aquarius, this January 29th, right, which is hopeful of the future, I'm not liking this energy because we have the of Wands with the Knight of Swords. This means um, somebody attacking you, your finances, your sense of security, your sense of balance, somebody going after that, feeling that you're being casted out of your sense of stability, of your home, of situations like that. And it just feels like attack, 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 and being casted out. I keep hearing casted out. And then the Mars retrograde energy in Cancer, which I told you is like an emotional upheaval where your emotions are all over the effing place, and you can't seem to move, do anything because your like emotions are all over the place. This can create anxiety, depression, stress, blah blah blah. We have the card of Judgment, and so if we went back to this gavel and this tortoise, right? I strongly believe this can possibly be a spiritual thing. So you might not understand why I'm talking about judgment and judges and whatever, because you don't have any court proceedings, but this can be something where you're being spiritually judged, right? And so if you guys have been following me for a while and you know see my astrology, we're talking a lot about separating one group for the other group. You know, like high vibing people from low vibing people, one is not helping the other anymore, and you are who you are, and now you will reap the consequences of the actions that you put out in the world. That kind of feels like this. But this energy of judgment feels like something is starting to separate and starting to become what it actually is, not the way that you perceived it outwardly to the world. I hopefully that makes sense to you guys. That's how they're telling it to me. It's like your insides is projecting in your outsides, right? So, you know, those people that are all about fake it till you make it, like the perfect family, but they're not really perfect, the perfect finances, but and pretending they're super rich when they're not, or like pretending to be super spiritual, but they're not. Um, so, the way that the universe kind of judges these people is prove it then. You have a lot of money, so we're going to take away all your facade and now show me that you have a lot of money. If you have a good family, we're going to bring this torment in your home. Let's see how happy you are. If you are very spiritual, I'm going to bring this negative influence in your life. Let's see how spiritual you are. So it's kind of like putting your money where your mouth is. That's what this kind of feels like. And it feels heavy. Leo, it feels heavy. So you're starting off the month of 2025 pretty heavy. Um, Now, what you're seeing correctly, okay? What you're seeing correctly, this is the before tarot, and look at the Tower card. You're seeing that a problem is coming to you, and it's about to break down what you have just created. So you see, I just heard the devil at your door. You see it, and you feel it, and you know it's about to come. The second thing you see correctly, you see this energy of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is you see you're about to receive a message that's going to affect you emotionally. And you see that this has to do with some kind of Hierophant energy. So, again, this can be about politics, about government, about police, about mail. This can be about religion. This can be about your family, right? Because this is social structures. The Hierophant is a spiritual belief system, a social structure that you created. So this is something that's like a crack your foundation to something that you consider to be your strong spiritual belief system that's going to okay. What you're not seeing correctly is this energy of the the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, this is the after tarot. Do you see somebody is cutting them free? I feel like, and this is the good part of the reading, right? If anybody stayed up to this part, they know the good part of the reading. Um, this is all happening to you, happening for you, not to you. And it's happening because they're trying to break you free. You're really not happy. You're not happy with the way that your life is moving forward. You're not happy with some aspect of your life. It doesn't matter if it's as simple as your weight or if it's as complicated as your marriage, right? Or the way you make your money, okay? Or the place that you live in the world. You see what I'm saying? It can be super complicated or it can be very, very simple, like your weight or the color of your hair. Or the way you dressed and you want a new wardrobe. You see what I'm saying? There is like something that is stirring your foundation to show you that you have a home made on sand and it's time for you to create it in a strong, healthy foundation. Okay. This is like a passage of the Bible where where God tells you you should make your home on a strong foundation. Do not make it in sand because it will be moved by the world. And this is a foundation created by sand, moved by the world, being judged by the universe. And all this chaos is made for you to see how some strong spiritual belief system that you were ride or die about um is not correct. And this can be political, like a political belief, this can be a financial belief, this can be a whatever belief you have. It's not right. And you're being shaken so that you can awaken something inside of you and you can become who you really meant to become as a Leo. And Leos are the strength card, and strong leaders. And so that's what you're being moved to do. The entire month of January feels like this. This is a page of cups. And this page of cups is a before tarot. And this is when the fish gets plopped into the guide's drink. So it's kind of like fucking shit hitting the fan. Like literally the seven of cups. This and this reminds me of like kind of the same energy where what the hell, good things, bad things, everything in between, just coming and stirring the pot and stirring the pot. And you're like, what the hell is wrong with the world? Like, where did I go wrong? This thing is like a hot freaking mess. Where did this even start? Right. And so it's for you to awaken to something you're doing incorrectly, or a way that is not your authentic truth. Right. Because like the religion can say one thing, but if that's not your truth, that it's going to disturb you negatively. And politics can say another thing, but if it's not authentically you, it will rock your world, you know? So keep that in mind. You're being asked to see what is out of balance in your life and what you need to fix. And wow, the major arcana that you got was the high priestess. And I love this card for being your major arcana for 2025 because this is the age of the snake, and the snake sheds its skin. Also, it's number 9. Number 9 is the hermit card. Hermit card, like it's a time of death in your life where things have to end because they were not made in the foundation that you knew to be correct, right? I just read from this book talking about how there is no right or wrong. You choose a path to go through, and you go through this cycle of the 9 years, right? Where you you foster it, you take care of it, you amplify it, you nurture it, and then you see if it was created in your image or likeness, or if it's created in a faulty foundation. And year number 9 is one when the faulty foundation starts to break down. And then you start realizing what you need to change, what you need to fix, which gives you the ability of next year starting something new, right? And so the high priestess is kind of asking you at this moment to don't react, to observe, to learn. This is a learning process. It's not to be open mouthed, not to tell the whole mess of people your problems, not to divulge a whole mess of things. It's to observe. Observe how you've created this reality for yourself. You've created this chaos. And it was 9 years of this chaos slowly creating itself and becoming this. And now it's exploding in your face. If it's positive, you'll know that you totally did it correctly, right? Because not all these things are bad in these cups. Some are bad and some are good. And it's like, if it's positive, you know you freaking did it right. And that belief system is yours, and you should continue moving forward in it. And if you get a shit show, then you know, what did I do wrong? What do I need to really introspect in? What do I have to change? Where is there a crack in my foundation that I need to seal up so that I don't go through this again? And um I just heard like sometimes it is spirituality because spirituality is not for everyone. I just heard that for somebody. Um and so keep that in mind. Sometimes it is a belief system that we believe is helping us, but the more and more we divulge into it, or the more and more we move into it, the more and more we realize that it's breaking me apart. I just heard breaking me apart. Know that. So I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.